Hi guys! Today we're reading an article and talking about stress in our modern lives. Thank you for participating in the chat box, and I hope you guys can overcome your fear of speaking, but if you can't, that's okay, and you can just watch for now. But thank you guys for telling me what you're afraid of, and I certainly understand that you're afraid of speaking. It can be stressful. I'm just going to wait for a few more students and then we'll start. Hi, David. Hi, guys.
Hi.
How are you tonight? How are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Oh, wait, is it night? Where are you from?
I am from India.
Okay, so what time is it there now?
4:30
Oh, wow. Wait, 4:30 p.m. or a.m.?
p.m.
Oh, okay. See, you're almost exactly opposite me because right now it's 4 a.m. my time.
Oh,
So you're exactly the opposite. Isn't that funny?
opposite.
Yeah.
So
Well,
what is the day there today?
the date is
Yeah,
the 28th of March.
28 March, right? Here is 27 March.
Okay, so we're ahead of you. We're ahead of you by a few hours. That's cool. All right, I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds and then we'll introduce each other and we'll start class and the article. I'm glad to see new faces. I don't think I've met anyone in class, any of these people in class yet, or at least I haven't spoken to them. Maybe they've watched classes. But I love seeing new people in class. That's my favorite thing.
Okay.
Hello, guys.
Hi.
Hello, guys. Hello. Good evening.
How are
Good evening
you?
here in the Philippines.
Oh.
Fine. How about you?
Cool. And what time is it in the Philippines?
Hello.
I'm doing well. What time is it in the Philippines right now?
7:21 in the evening.
Okay. Evening then. All right.
Hello.
So you're a little different than me for
How
sure.
about there?
It's morning here, so. Where I live in Phoenix, Arizona,
okay.
it's 4 a.m. So it's early morning.
You're almost. Yes.
Okay. All right. Looks like we have
9
almost
hours
all
advanced.
the. What? Looks like we have almost all the spots filled up. So I say we start with introductions. I'll go first. My name is Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I've been an English teacher for a few years now, but I'm very new to verbling. I taught English in Italy, and I taught English in Brazil, and a couple weeks ago, I started teaching English on verbling, and I love it because I get to meet many new people, and yeah, I guess that's it. If you guys have any other questions about me, just let me know. Let's do some introductions. Starting with Andrew. Can you tell the class who you are, where you come from, and what you are afraid of? Can you hear me, Andrew? Andrew? All right. Let's start with Arshad then. Arshad,
Hello.
can you hear me? Hi. Can you tell me who you are, where you're from, and what you are afraid of? One thing you are afraid of.
My name is Arshad. I'm from originally from Iraq. I live in Russia. I have 25 years old. I want to improve my English skills.
So sorry, I didn't catch that last part. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of, Ashad?
What's your question?
Okay, what time is it there?
What time is it now? 2 past 6
2 past 6 p.m. or a.m.?
p.m.
All right.
Yeah.
Early evening. Perfect time for a little English.
Thank you.
And Andrew, would you like to go? Can you hear me, Andrew?
Yes, I can hear you already.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Andrew from Philippines. From Philippines,
Uh-huh.
living in Manila.
Awesome.
Yes, and I'm afraid of rat.
Rat. Ooh, that's a good one to be afraid of. I hear they can have diseases. Okay, thank you. Elif, am I saying your name right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, will you tell us
Yes.
who you are, where you're from, and what you're afraid of?
I'm from Turkey. I'm afraid of what? I didn't understand. Afraid what?
So what are you, huh?
Am I afraid?
Yeah, something that scares you.
Uh, maybe birds.
Birds?
Bugs. Sorry, bugs. No, bugs.
Box? Will you write that word in the chat box so that I can understand it better?
Beetle, bug, insect. Which one's true? I don't
Oh,
know.
bugs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, bugs can be very scary. It depends on the
Yeah.
bug. Some bugs are
Yeah.
okay. Some are very, very scary.
Bugs. Bugs.
Yeah, yeah. Bugs are gross. I agree. Okay. Inigo? Am I saying that right? Hi. Can you introduce yourself for us and tell us what you're afraid of? I can't hear you, Inigo. Something's wrong with your mic, maybe. I'm going to come back to you, okay? Because I can't hear what you're saying. Okay, Joan, will you introduce yourself and tell us what you're afraid of? Nice picture, Joan.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
My name is Mohammed.
Awesome. And where are you from? Where are you from? Can you hear me, Joan? No? If you're speaking, I can't hear you, Joan. We'll come back to you too, okay? Nurit? Am I saying your name right? Hello?
Hi.
Nuritin?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
How
Fine,
are
thank
you?
you. My name is Mohammed. I live in Iraq. I very love.
Okay. So
I very love English, but I something speak English. Okay. Uh, I very love listen to English, and I have a dream. I go out in Iraq, and Nothing.
All right, thank you. And so, no fears? What are you afraid of?
Nothing.
Are you scared of anything? Joan or Muhammad, whatever your name. Are you afraid of anything? Okay, we'll come back to your fear, okay? Nuritin, can you hear me? Nuritin, am I saying your name right? No? Okay. Vikram, will you tell us where you're from and what time it is where you are and what you're afraid of? Vikram? I can't hear you, Vikram. All right, looks like tonight we're going to have some mic issues. I hope that doesn't affect our class. Okay, very last person in class, I cannot pronounce your name. Will you help me out? How do you say your name? Can you hear me? The very last person, it's all the way on the right, the little icon of the tower. It looks like maybe it's in Paris. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Okay, so today we're reading an article about stress in our modern lives. Does everyone have the article?
No.
I'm going to put it,
No,
I'm
no,
going to,
no.
okay, I'm going to open it, I'm going to send it to you guys in the chat box. It's also attached to the class. If you guys ever need an article in class, it'll always be in the little description. It'll have a link to the article, but I'll just put it in the chat box for you. So we're looking at that article. We're going to read it together and then go over some vocabulary and answer questions about that. So I hope you guys are ready. It seems like a lot of people are having mic troubles today, so I hope you guys can be a little patient, because if we have difficulty, I know it can be frustrating. Okay, so now does everyone have that article open?
Yes.
Awesome. First person to read, let's have Andrew start. Andrew, will you read the very first paragraph for us?
I don't. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so did you open the link?
Looking for it.
Yeah, don't worry. So just open the link.
Yes.
It's an article, and the very first thing you see is a picture of fruit and vegetables, and then underneath that, the article starts. And it starts, the other day I got an email. Will you start there for us?
Wait, I'm looking for it.
That's okay, take your time.
Dropbox. Dropbox.
All right, while he's looking for that, I'll tell you guys what I am afraid of. Let's see. Well, bugs. Sometimes I'm afraid of bugs. But I would say I'm also afraid of heights. Sometimes if I'm really, really high up, like in a building or in a tower, kind of makes me a little bit nervous. So I'm afraid of heights sometimes. All right, Andrew, did you find it?
Not yet. I'm still looking for it.
Are you in the article? Do you have the page open?
Not yet. I'm still looking for it.
Okay, so we'll come back to you then. How about? Give
Okay,
you a
thank
little more
you.
time to open it. Yeah. Arshad, will you be the first to read then?
Okay.
Do you see where we are?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, thanks.
From the other day?
Mm-hmm.
I should start from the other day?
Yes.
Okay. The other day I got an email from a friend. It began, I'm suffocating and overwhelming.
Uh-huh.
Impossible to listen everything that's going on. With all work related by next week. Should be out of the darkest of woods. May,
Okay.
yeah.
No, that's good. I just wanted you to read the very first paragraph so that we can kind of talk about what the article is going to be about. So it's about stress and our modern lives. And so the first paragraph is just a short email that the author got from a friend. And the friend said that he was overwhelmed and suffocating. Do you know what suffocating means, guys?
No.
What is suffocating? Can anyone tell me what suffocating means?
When you grab someone's neck and
Could be.
squeeze
That's a situation of suffocation. What else? There are other ones too. What else is suffocating?
so depressed.
Huh? Repeat that?
Feel too much excited?
Will you write it in the chat box for me? It is kind of exciting. That's not completely correct, though. Basically, suffocating is any situation when you cannot receive oxygen. So if someone is like strangling you, you could suffocate, or you could be underwater. You can suffocate while underwater because you can't get oxygen. So any situation when you can't get oxygen is suffocation. Everyone understand?
Yes.
Awesome. So definitely not a positive email from the friend of his. Let's have Elise. Will you read the next paragraph for us?
Yes, I'm just reading. But I
Teacher.
couldn't set anything.
Yeah?
And I couldn't. I'm sorry.
Did someone else have a
Connect-
question?
Connect between picture and overwhelmed. I couldn't connect between them.
Technical difficulties. Do you want us to come back to you? How about we'll come back to you in a minute when you're a little bit more prepared. Inigo, will you
Teacher.
read the next? Yes.
I
Yes.
have a question, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
What?
fine. What's your question?
What does be out of the darkest of woods supposed to mean?
Okay, so it's a phrase he's using to express how he's feeling. To be out of the darkest of woods means like to escape. So
Got
the
it.
email means that right now he's stressed and overwhelmed and not feeling well, not surviving well, but that he says by next week I should be out of the darkest of woods. So by next week he should be escaped from this place he's in, this terrible stress and problems he's having.
I have it, thanks.
No problem. No problem. If anyone has any other questions, just let me know as we go. You can put them in the chat box or just say something. Okay, so Inigo, will you read the next paragraph for us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
No.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. And then I got a letter from my father. This part?
Oh, it's one paragraph above. So my 11-year-old son.
Okay. My 11-year-old son exclaimed the other day that he felt overwhelmed. I think what he meant was that he demands of a school and home life, compounded by baseball practice and karate class, and just too much. Are just too much.
Awesome, thank you. So
Sorry for
it's another example of someone who feels overwhelmed, and this is very different because he's just an 11-year-old boy. So That's pretty sad if an 11-year-old boy feels overwhelmed. Next paragraph, let's have, is it Muhammad? Your screen name says Joan. Your name is Muhammad,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes,
Will you
okay.
read the next paragraph for us?
What?
Will you read the next paragraph that starts, and then I got a letter from my father?
Every time I read the paper.
Do you see the article? Do you have the article open?
Me, ma'am, I already opened the article.
Can you hear me, Muhammad? All right, we'll come back to you, okay? Mina, where are you from?
I'm from Egypt.
Awesome. And what are you afraid of? We'll do a quick introduction.
Spiders.
Spiders, that's a good one. I'm afraid of spiders too.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have the article open?
Yes, should I read?
And can you read that paragraph that starts, and I got a letter from my father?
Okay. And then I got a letter from my father. Every time I read the paper or listen to the news, I'm overwhelmed by the realization that nothing works anymore. Politics, business, education, transportation, science, sports, advertising, you name it. It is broken and no one knows how to fix it.
Awesome. Thank you. That was perfect. You read very well. Okay, next paragraph. Can we have Vikram read the next paragraph? Can you hear me, Vikram? Vikram, can you hear me? We can't hear you. Okay, Andrew, are you ready to read the next paragraph?
Yes, ready.
Will you start for us?
Are you... Okay. Are you overwhelmed? I have been putting this question to people lately, and I always get the same reply. Yes.
Awesome. So, who here feels overwhelmed sometimes?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. English.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but my network don't good in Iraq.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yes, yes.
If you come in
Yes,
and out, it's
no
no problem. But,
Yes, yes. Thank
okay,
you.
cool. So does anyone here sometimes feel
Hello?
overwhelmed?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
many times.
All right. And when or why? What makes you feel that way? Anyone want to give an answer to that?
Yes. In my case, when I have many exams and I have no time for study.
Definitely. That makes me overwhelmed as well. Who else? I'm sure there are plenty of people in here who sometimes feel really, really stressed and overwhelmed. Does anyone want to tell me
When I'm
why? Or
studying,
when you're studying, yeah, that can be stressful when you have a lot of studying to do.
yes.
Definitely. Anyone else? Or we'll move on.
At my workplace,
At your work, what do you do?
when work is very much.
All right, yeah. Okay. Arshad, will you read the next paragraph? It's a short one. Can you hear me, Arshad? All right, Elif,
Yes.
can you read the next
I
paragraph for
can
us?
hear you.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Arshad,
okay.
will you
Okay.
read? No, go ahead, Arshad.
Yeah, from which part?
From the part that starts, what's going on? Is life overwhelming us?
Oh, okay. What's going on is life overwhelming us more now than ever before. Have we grown less flexible? or the world more difficult? Is this a particular malleus of our times?
Malays.
Malleus of our times? It sure looks like it.
Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think that today's world is more stressful than 20 years ago or 100 years ago? Do you think it's more stressful now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because of
So why is it more stressful now?
because of growing.
Because of what?
Population. Growing population.
Modernization. Okay. Like what? Like technology?
Technology, yes.
All right. That's funny, right? Because technology, we feel like technology makes life so much easier, and it does sometimes, but it also makes it more stressful.
Because of competition.
Competition, yeah. Very
Yeah.
competitive, definitely. Everything always kind of feels rushed, or at least to me, everything feels
Because
rushed.
of
Because of politics?
because of politics and sometimes pollution.
Yeah, politicians too, definitely. They can cause stress for sure. So do you think the world has grown less flexible or more difficult?
More difficult.
More
Yes.
difficult? Yeah, there's definitely more pressure, more stress. Everything is fast paced now. Does anyone have difficulty with the word malaise? Malaise.
What does it mean?
It means like lazy, but it also means lethargy, like almost sickly. When you feel sick and lazy and like you don't have the energy or the force to do something.
Yeah, like exhausted.
Okay. Also, we've had a couple questions on the word overwhelmed in the chat box. So do you guys want to, let's talk about that a second. What does overwhelmed mean?
Getting more, which we are expecting.
Yeah, like getting more than we're expecting or maybe more than we're able to handle or complete.
Yeah.
So it's similar to stressful, but it's like overstressed. Like there's too much to do and not enough time or some similar situation. Yeah, you can feel overwhelmed when something happens to you or overwhelmed if there's too much work to be done. Definitely that's a situation of overwhelming. Okay, let's continue. The next paragraph is just a sentence. One culprit may be the new perfectionism. Do you guys know the meaning of culprit? Culprit?
Cooperation?
Corporate means
Corrupt.
cheater.
Means
The person who makes a crime.
Cheater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Criminal.
Cheater.
Corrupt.
Culprit means cheater.
A
It means
cheater?
criminal.
Criminal.
A criminal. It could be a criminal. It could be.
Cheater.
What else? A cheater? Maybe.
Cheater.
Could
Yes.
be. Could be. And it's a little bit more
Corrupt.
broad. Corrupt. It could be corrupt. It's a little bit more broad than this, though. So a culprit is someone who's at fault or guilty. Thank you, Inigo. Inigo?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
Thank you.
correct.
Yes, it's someone who's guilty, for sure. Someone who causes a bad situation, someone who's guilty. That's basically the meaning of that. So, can someone, let's see, next paragraph, let's have Hiba. Can you hear me, Hiba?
Yes, I hear you.
Awesome. Thank you. Where are you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Awesome. And what time is it where you are?
It's 1:30
AM or PM?
p.m.
Oh, okay, awesome. Perfect time for English then. Will you read the next paragraph for us? It starts with somehow.
Somehow, somewhere along the line, we got the idea that each of us responsible for perfecting every aspect of our lives. Nothing may be taken for granted, not our likes, lusts, habits, or inclinations. These, after all, are potentially bad, dangerous, unhealthy. We may celebrate nature and the natural, but not when it comes to ourselves. We seek to cultivate ourselves.
Thank
True.
you. So do you guys think that's true?
Somehow.
So what did she read? Basically, what does that paragraph mean? Anybody know the meaning of the paragraph?
Yes.
Yes.
So tell me, what does it mean?
We own our life and we need to improve it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Anyone else have something to contribute? Basically, the paragraph is talking about how now everything, there's more pressure on everything. Everyone is expected to be perfect at work, perfect at home, perfect in your relationships with other people, perfect in the food you eat, in your exercise habits. So every habit is expected to be perfect. Every part of your life is expected to be perfect. And if it's not, sometimes you feel like there's something wrong with you. Like if your work isn't going well, maybe there's something wrong with you, which isn't always the case. Okay, thank you. Inigo, will you read the next paragraph?
Yes. Okay. But some examples. Are you old enough to remember when coffee came in a can and bread came in a sealed packages, and you simply bought what was for sale at the local grocery? You were neither afraid of what the food industry was serving up, nor were you convinced your food selection, locally grown, organic, grass-fed, free-range, pesticide-free, non-GMO, and processed. Were I aching somehow to a religious rhetoric?
Okay, thank you very much. So now I'm going to ask everyone individually a couple of your habits. So who here buys organic food or thinks they should? How about Arshad? Will you tell me, Arshad, where do you get your food? Is it organic? Is it from Walmart? Is it a supermarket? Where do you get your food?
Usually I bought something from supermarket and I cook myself.
You cook yourself, okay, so
Yeah.
that's good. And you get your fruits and vegetables from where? Is it from a farm? Is it from a store?
From supermarket.
Supermarket, okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel guilty about something you eat or something you cook or something you make?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, like what? Like, what about fast food? Do you ever eat fast food?
I always feel guilty when I ate fast food.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely. Me too. All right, thank you. So, Hiba, tell us more about your practices. Do you eat fast food a lot or just sometimes?
Sometimes, but when I eat the fast food, I feel like it's a terrible thing that happened to me.
Yeah, so it's
Uh,
quick and it's easy,
I,
but it
I
makes us
feel
feel
I
guilty.
feel a pile of fat that um, uh, get on my body,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes me fat.
Yeah, so it's not very good for us. It's not very healthy for us. But it's so quick and it's easy that sometimes you eat fast food, but then you feel bad about it later. What about
I feel regret.
Yeah, regret, definitely. Me too. Inigo, can you tell me, do you eat fast food or do you feel guilty sometimes about where your food comes from?
Well, I used to eat a lot of fast food for 24 hours, 7 days per week, you know. And I because I was at the university, and then I changed my sorry for my mistakes, okay, for my habits, you know, and I turned into a vegan,
You
you know,
what?
vegan, veggie.
Oh, vegan?
Yes, vegano, vegan. Okay, so I changed radically my habit.
Vegan. Sorry, vegan. I misunderstood before.
Okay, yes, sorry, it's my mistake. So now I completely changed my habit because
Wow. Yeah, that's
be-
huge.
yes, but but I didn't feel guilty because I used to got the conscious. I got conscious that you know I really love animals and that well it was I don't know how to explain. Sorry. Um, no, I really thought I had to change those habits for health and because of I love animals and for no because
Hello.
can contribute
हाँ
make a
Continue?
contribution.
हाँ बोला
Well, to make a
हाँ
little
हाँ
thing for the earth, you know,
Mm-hmm.
only
हाँ 60
just
सेकंड
only it's a small or really
अजितला
tiny
विचार
thing,
अजितला विचार ना अजित बोला
but I thought I
हाँ
could
हाँ
do that.
आता माहित नाही का चेंज झालं
Because of that.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Yeah. So, do you feel guilty sometimes? Do you never eat cheese?
Yes, and
Aha.
you know I don't you know meat I don't like meat, but I miss cakes, you know, and cakes have cream or butter.
Yeah.
And sometimes, yes, I pick some. You know, it's impossible not to eat something with cheese or cheese. Well, not, but maybe milk or something like that. Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes I fall in, but I don't feel. Okay, I mean, I always eat that.
Well,
So
that's good.
I do my best. I
Yeah.
try not to, but sometimes I cannot avoid that.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a very healthy way. At least you don't feel guilty because
No,
that might cause
I,
more stress.
yes, I do my best, but I
Awesome.
usually don't do it.
Thank
But I
you.
okay, you know.
Yeah. Okay, Mina, will you tell us about your food habits? Do you feel guilty sometimes about something you eat?
I used to be addicted of Pepsi, and
Wow.
yeah, but now I quit Pepsi, and maybe my problem now is sometime I eat sweets.
Ooh, yeah, I love sweets too. Sometimes I eat too many.
Yeah.
So, do you feel guilty after you eat a sweet?
Well, when I'm stressed, so I don't care. I just eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when you're already stressed, you don't have time to feel guilty for eating sweets.
Yeah, I eat chocolate a lot.
Yes, yes, that's my favorite. Okay, thank you. Vikram, can you hear us? Vikram? I can't hear you, Vikram. Maybe there's something wrong with your microphone. Okay, so let's continue reading the article. Muhammad, can you continue for us, or are you having difficulties with your internet connection? Muhammad, can you read for us? I can't hear you. Okay, how about Mina? Will you read the next paragraph for us, Mina?
Sure. Can we?
Yes, from there.
Can we cleanse our sins at the farmer's market? Many of us try, and at the cost not only of great financial outlay, but of our energy. Lots of choices, and so much seems to be at stake.
Thank you. Um, Arshad, will you read the next paragraph?
Yeah. From what about?
Yeah.
Okay. What about your marriage? Are you working hard to make sure it is the best, most intimate, most caring, most existing, most loving marriage it can be?
Thank you.
I
Next,
I, I continue or
do you have a question?
no? For this point, I should stop.
I'm sorry, what?
I stop there.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks. Just one paragraph each. All right, so let's talk about that. What about relationships? Do you guys ever feel guilty about relationships? Could be your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife, or even your mother, or your brother, or your friend. Do you ever feel guilty for like ignoring someone or having a bad relationship with someone?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
sure.
Sometimes it happens.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys individually now. So, Arshad, who is someone
Yeah.
that you sometimes feel guilty about? Like maybe you fight with your brother and then you feel guilty because your relationship
Yeah.
isn't very good. Do you have any situation like that in your life?
Yeah, happen with me with my friends. I sometimes ignore them because I'm all kinds busy with my study and I travel
Mm-hmm.
from my country to another country. So I sometimes feel guilty about that.
Yeah, that can be very difficult.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hiba, will you tell us, do you ever feel guilty about a relationship in your life?
Actually, I'm not feeling guilty for anyone. I'm feeling sorry for me. Um,
For me.
I think my family, they always ignore me, and that's all.
Okay, so you feel like they should pay more attention to you. And do you ever feel bad? Do you ever feel bad about the relationship with your family?
Yes, sometimes I feel.
All right, that can be very hard. I'm sorry, what? Hey, Vikram, I can hear you now. Yay. Okay, uh, Inigo, will
Tell
you
me.
tell us, do you ever feel guilty about a relationship in your life?
Not now, because I have many friends, but
Hmm.
sometimes you have to realize that some people is not good for you, okay? Or they are not making nothing wrong, but it's a bad influence. I don't know when
Hmm.
you are. I don't know how to express it in English. Sorry. It's like they you are with them and they bring you down with. It's not their fault, okay? But you have to stay away from them, and it's nobody's fault, okay? But you don't have to feel guilty because you don't want to be with that people, okay? Or that friend.
Hmm.
I have one
Yeah.
friend. It happens with one friend of mine. I really like this friend. I love her. She's a really good person. But when I'm with her, it's always she has issues. Okay,
Hmm.
she has
Yeah,
problems,
problems.
and I had problems too. And when I'm with her, it's like I really feel down, and she's always like, I don't know. I don't want to be with her, and I used to feel guilty because of that. But now I realize that it's not my fault. Okay, so I'm not a Christian, so I don't have that feeling of the feeling guilty or not. I think that's a very Christian or Catholic issue.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm free of that. I mean, not now. When I was a child, maybe, but not now. I think I do what I'm good with people. I try to be good with people, but so I not don't have to feel guilty. Okay, so
Awesome. Yeah, it can be difficult sometimes, but I think that's a good way to live.
Yes.
Okay. Mohammed, will you tell us, do you ever feel guilty about a relationship in your life, or do you ever fight with people? Can you hear us, Mohammed? I'm having trouble. I don't hear you, Mohammed. We'll come back to you.
Hi.
Can you hear me? No?
You speak me?
No, sorry, I was speaking to Muhammad, but we'll get to you in just a second, Vikram. Mina, will you give us your answer? Will you tell us if you ever feel guilty about a relationship in your life?
Maybe my relationship with my family, specifically my mom.
Yeah, do you fight with your mom sometimes?
Yeah, when I was teenager, we wasn't, get along so much.
Yeah, very common. So do you still feel guilty about when you were younger?
No, I was just short-tempered.
Yeah.
So,
Don't
yeah.
worry, I think everyone was, that way when they were younger. All right, so that can make you feel bad about the relationship. But are you guys okay now? Now everything is better, or is it still sometimes a little difficult?
No, whatever she do now, I can control myself.
Okay, well that's good. So definitely an
Yeah.
improvement.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Vikram, your turn. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. You can
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Will you tell
Yeah.
us if you ever feel guilty about a relationship in your life?
Yeah. Whenever I fight with my mother.
Yeah, moms definitely make you feel a little bit guilty sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Do you fight with her often?
Sorry?
Do you fight with your mother often or
Yeah.
infrequently?
Often.
Okay, so that can be difficult, make you feel guilty. Maybe the relationship isn't as good as it could be.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much. Let's continue reading. Where did we leave off? So we're starting at, and when it comes to kids, and let's have Vikram, since I can hear you now, will you read that paragraph for us?
Which one?
It starts with, and when it
Hello.
comes to kids, forget about it. Do you see?
Which paragraph?
It starts with,
Hello.
and when it comes to kids, forget about it.
Uh,
Do you want us to come back to you when you know where we are?
yeah.
I put
Okay.
it in Google Chat.
Huh? Mina, do you want to read?
Yeah, okay. I just post it in Google Chat if you want to read.
You
Can I
posted.
read?
Yeah. Please read.
In Google, okay, sorry.
And when it comes to kids, forget about it. We don't have kids anymore. We parent. That is, we work hard to produce perfect children. We seek to optimize our children to enable them to do and achieve everything that is good: health, wealth, knowledge, and power. And along the way, we try to actualize ourselves as the very best parents humankind has ever known. It is as if we approach having a family in the spirit of a Silicon Valley startup, with cognitive science as our guide and no rules or conventions to hold us back. We seek to do something no one has ever done before.
Okay, thank you. So we're just talking still about all the ways in which people feel like they have to be perfect. They have to be the perfect parent and the perfect boyfriend or the perfect girlfriend, and you have to eat perfectly, and you have to exercise, and you have to study and work perfectly. So people treat everything the same way you might treat a company. Everything is kind of like standard, and you have to do this and this and this, and if you don't, you feel guilty. Anyone have anything to add before we continue on? Does anyone have kids so that they kind of know more about this, or no one has kids here? All
We
right.
were kids.
Huh?
I was kid.
You are a kid, maybe still. Yeah, me too. I feel that way as well. Okay, so let's continue reading on. Um, who hasn't read in a while? Who wants to
Mich-
read? This one
Can
looks
I
Mitchell,
all
read?
good. Yeah,
Can I
can
Vikram.
I
read?
read?
Yeah,
Can
Vikram,
I
are
read?
you ready? Will you read for us?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
From the internet.
Yes.
Yes,
Hello.
something.
Can I read it?
Yes, please read.
The internet isn't helping. It has lowered the cost of entry into the world of seemingly infinite information to almost nothing. It is now impossible to keep track of everything. Google puts the world at your fingertips. Facebooks and Twitter remind you to keep checking and warn you how much is going on while you are browse. We are not just talking about information overload. It is more than that.
Thank you. So what does drowse mean? Does anyone know what drowse means?
Feel
Browse
asleep.
means
Sleep. Sleep.
taking somewhere.
Yeah, it's similar to sleep. So someone who's kind of like laying around or
Or
almost
take a
asleep.
nap, maybe.
Yeah, sluggish, to take a nap, something like that. Okay, so what do you guys think? Is that true? How much do you guys use the internet? Do you use the internet every day?
Yes.
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 It's
Every
very,
hour.
very common.
At
I
workplace, at
Yeah,
home.
yeah, exactly. Every day, everywhere, there's the
Every
internet.
hour. Not very good.
Yeah, definitely here too. I mean, even in normal conversation, if I'm talking with a friend of mine and we start discussing something, and he says, "Oh, well, did you know that 100 chickens flew into the White House today?" I can say, "Oh, really?" And then take out my phone, see if I have it here, take out my phone, and I'm like, I have the internet right at my fingertips, and I can check on Google or I can read the article or whatever. So it's great, but it's strange and it's something other generations have never experienced because
Yes.
you have Google all the time. Anytime you have a question, you can like just connect instantly to all this crazy information across the world, which is great, but it's also can make things more complicated and more stressful.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys a couple
Yes.
questions. Arshad, do you use the internet
Yes.
every day? And what do
Every
you use
hour.
it for? What do you use it for?
Totally. For researching, chatting, communication, and everything I need to know about, I go to Google and search about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I use internet every hour, not every day.
Yeah, every hour. Yeah, it seems like it really
Yeah.
helps, but sometimes it can make life a little more complicated. But it seems like it's very helpful.
Yeah.
All right, Hiba, what do you
Yeah,
think?
you're
Do
right.
you use the internet every day, and what do you use the internet for?
Yes, I use the internet every day, and for like talking to friends, to search or to know about anything I want.
Yeah, to research, to chat with friends, everything. You can do everything on the internet these days. You can socialize, or you can research, or you can read, or you can respond to email, you can conduct business. You can do everything on the internet.
Mhm.
All right, Inigo, your turn. What are your internet habits like?
I have to work with internet because I have to do a lot of research to look for information to
Mm-hmm.
make dossier. I don't know the word in English. Dossiers. You know
Huh?
a dossier? I don't know the word in English. Sorry,
Will you
dossier.
write the word in the chat box? That will help.
I think it's more or less the same.
Um,
No, it's not the same.
I don't think so. I don't know
Okay,
what
I'm
that means.
going to look. Well, the point I have to work with internet all the time because I have to look for information, to look for images,
Mm-hmm.
pictures, and to make a lot of research of things and A ver. Okay, 1 second. A file to make lot of files, and that's
Uh-huh.
more my job or the things I have to do.
Okay, so your work is online. What else do you do online? Do you socialize online?
Yes, with friends, but because all my friends live out of my country. They
Aha.
move, so I need to talk with them for by Skype for Skype.
Yeah, Skype.
Yes, I use Skype for talking to them because all of them are I'm from Spain, out of Spain. They are all in different countries of Europe, so.
Yeah. Okay, so then you use it to socialize and to work. And that's a
Yeah.
lot. That's a lot of stuff.
Yes, but I usually, I'm not, I'm not a fanatic of internet. No, I really like it, but I also read books. I'm not addicted to.
Okay.
So
That's good.
yes, I like it, but I can disconnect when I want.
Yeah, sometimes it's too much, and it's important to be able to disconnect, definitely.
Yes, but I
Okay.
need it.
All right, thank you. Mohammed, tell us about your internet habits. You use internet every day, and what do you use it for? Oh, Mohammed's gone. Vikram, your turn.
Yeah.
Will you tell us about your internet habits?
Daily I use the internet
And what do you use it for?
for work and also for uh, spending time.
All right, so work and social stuff?
Yeah, like Facebook.
Facebook. Do you use Skype as well?
Yeah,
All right, so there's a lot of access. If you have Skype, you can call people from across the world for cheap. You can chat with them on Facebook. You can do work. What else? Is there anything else we missed about internet? What else can you do on the internet?
it's the fastest way to connect with new people, helping in searching new information.
Yeah. Or, well, Verblink. So you're learning English online too. That's
Yeah,
definitely something
yeah,
else you
yeah,
do. What about
yeah,
shopping? You can shop online. That's
yeah.
another
Like
thing lots of people do.
I do shopping also, like eBay, purchasing new goods, online shopping.
Yeah, very easy, very quick, and it's a lot of
Yeah,
times it's cheaper than to go to an actual store.
yeah. We get the variety of goods there.
Yeah,
So
it's very difficult not to spend a lot of time each day on the internet because with all of
yeah,
these activities that's possible to do on the internet makes things faster, cheaper, better, more
yeah,
intense, and so
yeah,
every day everyone's on the internet quite a bit because you can do so much on the internet.
yeah.
All right, guys, we're not going to have time to finish this article, but I hope you guys finish reading by yourselves. And if you have any other comments, just you can post them to me on Facebook or on Verbling. And I hope you guys enjoyed the article, enjoyed the topic, and I really had a great time talking to you. I'm doing another class in 1 minute, so I'm going to disconnect now and then start another class. And maybe I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys another day.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Good night.
Bye.